Oh, look, he's on the socials. We're on the socials. We're on the socials, everybody. I love it. It's 11:25. It's BBC Radio Newcastle. It is the sound of the North East. Now, we regularly talk on the show about how brilliant we are in the North East and the differences that we can all make to one another when we come together. And my next guests have become as famous for their community work, really, as they have for their delicious bakes and social media posts. So much so that you might be familiar with them, because that's how I found them. Josh Freudiger and his lovely mum, Mrs. F, we're going to call her, from Savour Bakery in Gateshead, who join us now. So welcome, Mrs. F. How are you doing?
Yeah, great.
Otherwise known as Mam.
Mam.
And welcome, Josh. How are you doing?
Fantastic, and so surreal to be here.
Well, you know all the jingles.
Yes.
Can we have the jingle from when you were younger and you used to listen to the show?
I don't know if it's still on, if you still do it.
It's not the same one, but go on.
Fine. Wearside, Tyneside, Northumberland, County Durham, BBC Newcastle, radio for the North East.
Listen to that.
Alfie Joey.
Listen to that, and now you're on it. Well, he's gone off, but now you're on it. So listen, it's so lovely to have you here, because I've been watching your journey on social media. So let's talk about the bakery. So first of all, tell us how this came about, because this has gone on to be absolutely huge, Josh, but it wasn't your first foray into business.
Yes. So when I was 18 years old, I was in college, and I was very fortunate to entrepreneurs wanted to open a new business, which was an e-commerce company, and this was 13 years ago now. And they knew about me, and they offered me a job. Said, will you manage this business? And we opened in 2012, and my first day was just me, and we did e-commerce, home and garden, that kind of thing, selling on Amazon, eBay, and the company grew very quickly, and I was only 18 years old. Within 6 months, I already had about 3 people under me.
Oh my goodness me, at such a young age.
Yes.
And Mam, had he always been good with numbers, good with kind of, I guess, project management when he was little, growing up, doing his homework and stuff?
We always said he's going to do something like this.
Yeah.
He loved, he had his till. And
did you?
Yes. And he used to go, deet, deet.
Oh, so sweet. Yeah.
He was always busy into this kind of thing. I knew he was going to go down this road.
Yeah.
All of us, we used to have a joke about it.
And you did. And so that
Crazy.
went really well at just 18 years old.
Yeah, and I was there for 10.5 years. I'm forever grateful to the bosses for giving me that opportunity. Like, it was a 1 in a million opportunity, and so fortunate. I left about 3.5 years ago. Team of about 35.
Oh my goodness me! So all those people giving work to all those people as well.
Yes, yeah. We had a brilliant team, and we still keep in touch now. Unfortunately, I went there last week because of the closing at the end of the month. So it's been a bit downhill since I left, and there's about 3 people left there. So it's quite sad, really. But I went on. I always wanted to have my own business. Obviously, running someone else's business, I wanted to have my own business. It was a big leap and very hard one to leave. Opened a marketing company.
Yeah.
I had a printing management company on the side, and a mobile cocktail bar.
Oh, fancy.
Yes. So the mobile cocktail bar, again, it was a hobby, and it transformed into a business when a couple of friends gave me the opportunity to do a charity event. And how the bakery came about was I was doing a coffee bar down in London for a business conference, and I had it on my WhatsApp status, and someone replied to me, how about opening a coffee shop in Gateshead? And I was like, really? And I was just starting out in business. I didn't have any money because I'd left my job.
And quite young as well. Quite a young person.
Yeah. And I said, okay, let's have a chat about it. And then, it was going to be just a small coffee shop in Coatsworth Road. There wasn't much in specialty coffee in Gateshead, not much. And I thought, okay, it'd be nice to do something like that on Coatsworth Road,
Yeah.
It's like, let's bring up this area a bit. And then I, like I do, I always like to get lots of advice from anyone I know in the trade, as much advice as I can to help me.
That's good advice for people listening, actually.
Absolutely.
Do your research.
Surround yourself with people who are in the industry, and listen to the advice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I got in touch with Stav, who's our head pastry chef business partner now, and I didn't know her. I'd met her at a couple of events where I was doing cocktails and she was doing the pastries and desserts, and she was flowing around the world to different 5-star hotels to do projects. She'd go there and do the most incredible stuff, and I was following her on social media, and I'd met her once, and I sent her a message, "Hey Stav, opening a coffee shop in Gateshead, would love any tips and tricks and advice." She said, "Call me in an hour." We had a chat. I said to her as a joke, "How about you relocate?" And as a joke, I wasn't, and that we were very much so on the same page. And she is the most incredible person in the world. She's, she gives her life to this, and really she should be sitting here next to me. Couldn't do this without her.
And so she does all the baking, because I've got this image of you and your mum baking at 5 o'clock in the morning, but that's not right, Mrs. F, is it?
I am a chef, but not for baking. I'm a cook.
Are you?
Yes.
But you've been roped into the business then, Mrs. F, because I've seen you on the social media. So how did you get your mum roped into the Savour business?
Well, it wasn't initially going to be like that. She was not going to be involved. She did lend me a lot of money, and she's
a good woman.
Yes,
a good mum.
I was on the phone
That's
to her.
what mums are for.
Yes. Yeah.
I was I was on the phone to her weekly. I was like, "Can you send me some money?" And then she said, "Oh, she said, do you think there'll be a job there for me?" She does work very hard. She cooks in a college for 400 students every day.
Oh my
suppers.
goodness me.
She does night nursing, and she's a jeweler as well.
So you've got a lot going on anyway. But the idea of this, you really liked, Mrs. F. Why did you like the idea of Savour Bakery? What was it that you liked about it?
Meeting people.
Yeah.
I love meeting people.
Yeah.
And
having chats with people.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And there's so many lovely people around, and I just feel that if everybody would respect everybody else. I mean, we're in the shop and we have people from all faiths and backgrounds and cultures and this, that and the other. And I stand there sometimes and I feel quite emotional, actually. I think, everybody's getting on. We're all happy together.
Well, absolutely, yeah, that's what I was going to say, because in this day and age, it feels like anti-Semitism has got worse, racism has got worse. People say things at one time which they would never have said, which people think is acceptable. And there's a different way to do things, and I think you're showing that, aren't you?
Yeah, I think that's what people like so much, is that we do bring, community together, and everyone feels welcome.
Like everybody,
So have you had all sorts of faiths in the shop?
We have absolutely
everybody.
Everyone.
Yes.
And everyone feels welcome.
That's lovely.
And we try to make sure everyone feels welcome. Yeah. One of our ethos is we treat everyone like a celebrity, whether it's customers, suppliers, staff, and so we try and treat every single person that walks through that door like a celebrity.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Well, Josh, Mrs. F, we're going to chat more in 2 ticks. Undoubtedly, we'll be having a bite of whatever's in that bag as well. You're very welcome to text the show 81333, starting your messages with BBC. We love it when people get involved. You might have been party to enjoying some of this cake if you work at the NHS and you've been on a night shift, because I've seen them taking cakes in there on a night shift. Drop us a text 81333, start your messages with BBC. Right, we've got some music on the way. We'll give you clue number 2 on the Tune Twister, and we'll be back shortly. That is the Hughes Corporation and Rock the Boat on BBC Radio Newcastle, 20 to 12. One of the joys of this job is that I get to meet amazing local people doing incredible things in their community. And I saw Josh and his mum, Mrs. F, the lady behind the business, and the Savour Bakery doing their thing on social media. And we were just saying, Josh, the business has been going a year and a half in Coatsy Road. You were born in Gateshead, is that right?
On Coatsy Road.
On Coatsy Road.
Was it?
Huh? Well,
100 was it?
100 years ago on 100 Coatsy Road.
263.
Goodness me! So proper northeasterners then.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was born in Newcastle, in the Princess Mary.
Oh my goodness me! And so community really important to you.
Yes.
And the bakery's been going a year and a half. It's absolutely flying on the social media. And you were saying, Josh, though, that there are challenges, and there are challenges for our high street now. Wherever you are, whether it's Gateshead, Concert, Prada, Newcastle, there are lots of challenges. But actually, I think local people deserve something a little bit different and a little bit special. So talk to us about some of the challenges you've had to overcome.
Yeah, so huge challenges from when we started to now. I'd say mainly finance being the very difficult one. We're not a family of money, and my mum's literally put anything she made into it.
Did your pension, Mrs. F?
Yes, a pension. So everything.
I'm not a pensioner.
No, no. But
she's still working.
What should be going into your pension?
Yes. Yes, everything. All her savings, and she constantly pumping money into it, whatever she makes. So she works every day. She's got other jobs, and where she gets paid, on a salary, and all that comes straight back into the business. So we're getting there. It's very challenging, very difficult to open a business, and you've got to be hard as rock. And I don't think I could do it without my mum and Stav as well. Stav, she's been a rock as well.
And you've mentioned community, and that's where I first saw you, Mrs. F, because you were taking cakes and things into, was it the QE that you were taking?
Yeah.
So tell us about that and how that came about.
How did it come about?
Yeah, so
we've always given what was left over at the end of the day to charity.
Yeah.
For people who couldn't...
Every day it's fresh. We never use anything from the day before.
Right, got you.
And we felt we want to give it to charity, whatever. So that's what we were doing. And then... how did we start?
Yeah, because we're trying to get more into corporate and wedding catering, and we were going out on to dropping goodie bags to different businesses to try and
it's a good idea. It's marketing, isn't it?
Yes.
So give them a taster, and we put it on our on social saying we're going out, and people started nominating like hospice, and hospitals and charities, saying these people are doing good work, and even businesses who said they've been working so hard, and would you drop something into them? And we thought, that's so nice, and we were like, and we embraced it. And we said
it really touched us, and we felt this would be such a lovely thing to do.
And did you have feedback from the nurses and doctors that were on night shift?
Yeah, we get lots of comments from them saying thank you so much. It changed our night. It really brightened up our night. Lots of that kind of thing. They're so grateful.
Well, at the BBC, we would never ask you to bring cake. Better bring cake. So I've got a big massive box of cake. Oh, I can see the girls looking through the glass. So what? Oh my!
Settle down.
Oh my days! So just to explain to you, it looks. What is that? That is a piece of chocolate heaven and delight. What is that?
That's a Ferrero Rocher mousse.
Oh my God. A Ferrero Rocher mousse. Well,
yes.
I was on my 6-week countdown to my wedding diet, but you know what? I'm going to just let you talk a little bit whilst I get my chops around this. You're not meant to really eat on air, but I must try a little bit. And I was going to say about the local community, have people supported you?
Tremendously, yeah. We've got the most incredible community around us. Our customers are so supportive, and they really want to support us. And you just look at the comments on the Google reviews, on the social media, how people really back us, and they give us so much support. And I think that's what the Northeast is absolutely special for, is that exactly that.
And only they're like we have regulars. We feel like friends and family. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think you might have got a new regular, because that is heaven in a mouthful.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely heaven in a mouthful. That is stunning.
Thank you. Heaven in a mouthful.
Really
First time we heard that one.
lovely. Do you like that one?
Yeah, going on our website.
Apparently I went cross-eyed. Producer Laura just says I just went cross-eyed when I ate that.
Laura, a bit excited in there, aren't you?
A bit excited, it was that good. And I guess I wanted to finally ask, because people might find it useful listening to the show who are starting a new business, how important has social media been? Because social media can be a place of division and difficulty, but also a really good place for coming together. How important has it been for you?
Yeah, I mean, we social media for us is only positive, only a positive place, and to connect with your customers and to show them what you've got, and to really embrace positivity and spread happiness. That's what we like doing. That's why we drop off the cake in different businesses. We want to spread happiness. Spread, one of my mentors called Russell, he told me about this flower shop, and they call it spreading happiness, and that's one thing that I've taken from that, is we want to spread happiness.
That's
and
lovely.
And just if we can help everyone one cake at a time to put a smile on people's faces.
Well, you've done it today.
Bring people together. You know.
And that's what we were saying before, Mrs. F. And if you just joined us on BBC Radio Newcastle, chatting to the brilliant people from the Savour Bakery, Josh and his mum, Mrs. F., we were talking about the world and division, whether it's, anti-Semitism, And as a Jewish family, I'm sure you must have experienced that in the past, and maybe it's not good now. It really is not good. Whatever it may be, racism, it may be Islamophobia, it may be homophobia. All of these things. It's a difficult world at the minute. But what you're doing is bringing communities together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you found that's very much the case.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Everyone feels welcome.
I feel if you respect people, they'll respect you.
Yeah, and listen to each other.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah, and have conversations. Yeah. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming in. What's the next plan then for Savour Bakery? What's the dream?
The dream. Well, we've had people in London who said, we will back you financially. Open in London. We've had New York. We've had about three different separate people said, come open in New York, we will invest. So there's a lot of exciting things. We want to get our foundations strong. We don't want to,
Don't forget your Northeast.
Oh, no, exactly. We'll never forget the Northeast. Never forget the Northeast.
This is our home ground.
Exactly. Well, and you know what? I think the Northeast is special for that with business, where people really get behind you and really support you. I don't think it's the same other places. And they're so forgiving. And so people are so forgiving. If we make a mistake, they're so, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
People are happy to queue and wait. And the unbelievable. The Northeast is incredible. We're so lucky.
Well, thank you, Josh, so much. We're so lucky that you've come in today and brought cake. I mean, we didn't ask because that would be naughty. But thank you so much. So, Mrs. F, thank you very much. Lovely to chat to you. And Josh, lovely to chat to you.
Thank you.
Savour Bakery, and it's Coatsworth Road if people want to come along.
Coatsworth Road, yes.
Lovely. And
Savour
online.
Bakery Café is our socials and website.
Fabulous.
And look north tonight.
Look north tonight. Look north on the telly.
6:30. Look north tonight.
Maybe I'm foolish.
Talked up to the vocal there.
Blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Don't put your blame on me.
That is Rag and Bone Man Human on BBC Radio Newcastle. Must say hello to Josh's wife as well from Savour Bakery because he forgot. He loves you, but he forgot. So well done to you.
She took the kids to the dentist.
She took the kids to the dentist.
She is the one backing me. Behind every great man is an even greater woman. She is unbelievable.
That,
yes.
honestly. Brings us cake and says things like that.
Yeah.
You can stay. Right, let's do the 3 clues then. Here we go.